Hello, guys. Hello, and welcome to yet another episode of the Unfriendly Podcast. Today, we have a special guest with us, Madhav, who has replaced Raj, who is currently not doing well. So, Madhav will join Krish and I in this podcast. In today's podcast, we are going to discuss Punjab Kings. I think one of the worst teams in the history of the IPL till now. But I don't think they have played a final in 10 odd years or something like that. But now they have signed Ricky Ponting, one of the greatest match winners we have ever seen in cricket history. So let's see how they will go forward with this, with the mega auction coming and everything. Let's see how Ricky Ponting will build his team around it. So, Krish, do you want to start?
Punjab Kings and Ricky Ponting. Somehow the combination doesn't sound very familiar because they definitely tried Anil Kumble, who was one of the greatest match winners India ever had. Uh, we had no results. In fact, Punjab Kings did poorly under him. Now we have Ricky Ponting. How he is going to do? See, personally, I don't definitely feel that Punjab Kings will do well. And even though they have given him a contract for 4 years, I don't see him last beyond two. Maybe he will get the second year because he will still try to sink in the squad because we will have a new squad from the auction. So but yeah, I mean, I don't have a great feeling about it. I still feel that they should have retained Trevor Bellis and build the squad. But yes, obviously, if you have Ricky Ponting available, then why not? And
Yeah.
Ricky Ponting brings in those mentalities. But here the problem is there will be constant bickering from the owners, right? They are vocal at times. That does not help. See, in Delhi, Ricky definitely had that free hand in choosing the squad and everything from JSW and CMR. Whether he is going to get that in Punjab Kings, that we don't know. Because Punjab Kings owners, they do not have the great reputation of giving coaches the free hand. We had seen Sanjay Bangar fall out long back. I mean, it's 2016, yes. So I don't see that happening. Madhav?
I don't know. I just think I'll just substantiate to what Krishnendu said. Fiery characters don't really go well in PBKS, and as he pointed out, Kumble had a year at PBKS and he did not do well. Again, Ponting is a fiery character, and he needs that kind of fiery character in captaincy as well. So it totally depends on who the captaincy goes to. If it's Shikhar Dhawan, then it might not be the best combination that we are looking at.
But
So
is
it's
Shikhar
all about
Dhawan playing at all? Because even though he has retired from domestic, he hasn't clarified on his IPL stance anyway. And
He played.
here we have to see whether he is going to play the IPL, whether he is going to play the full IPL. He did not play the full IPL last season anyway, uh, and whether BCCI will give them that uncapped quota for retired players to play with, and that is something probably will help Punjab if they do. But
No,
Shikhar
but
Dhawan
to come
and
under that
Ricky
quota, to come under that quota, you need to be retired for more than like three, four
Yep.
years, right? So I don't think he fits under that. And the
See,
problem with
that is the
Punjab
problem,
is
right?
also,
We do not have any clarity on the retention rules yet. That is something.
we'll have to, but Ricky Ponting is not retaining or buying Shikhar Dhawan back. That's
Yeah,
something which
that's for sure.
I'm very much
not under the
either
current
retain.
circumstances for sure. I mean, if you look at the current crop of players, let's say someone like a Sam Curran or Jitesh Haritain, for all you know, do we see them gelling well with someone like Ponting, who likes to impose his ideas on
I
the player?
Ponting will gel well with Indian youngsters if they retain him like he did with Rishabh Pant, etc. I don't know. I think uh, he wants to nurture the youngsters more. I think more with Indians. I don't think they are going to retain Sam Curran again. I don't think Punjab Kings are going to retain anyone because, as we know, the owner was fighting to keep maximum retention of like one or two. So yeah, but who do you guys think they should be the first pick of them? Considering everyone is available in the auction, who do you guys think they should the first player they should sign for captaincy under Ricky Ponting's coaching?
Madhav, you go first, then I'll go.
It's a tough call because anyone who comes to the team is going to take at least a year to deliver results for them. It's not going to happen overnight. So my pick should be retain Sam Curran and keep him the captain. That's my take.
Pick Rohit from, I mean, how, whatever the way, whatever possible way you have, you get Rohit in because Rohit and Ponting have worked well in Mumbai Indians, develop that team. Everyone will trust Rohit Sharma, everyone will trust Ricky Ponting to do, and they are your go to guy for those. And if you do that, then you have a set team for let's say 2 years. Yeah, Rohit may not play beyond 2 years, we know that, but then you have the transition available. You can hand over to another player who you are maybe grooming. For example, there are a lot of youngsters in Punjab Kings who are great, but they do not deliver the
Someone is tough.
results. Yeah, I mean that is the thing, right? I mean Punjab Kings have those players. Look at the squads and they had. They had one of the best squads available, right? What they do nothing, and that is where the things will come in. Someone
But
you are picking the wrong guy and who is delivering the goods. So then you had Ashutosh was great. I think Arshdeep
Ashutosh was
is
great.
still. I would still say have Rohit at I mean the way any way
No,
possible. He's your
I
pick.
100% on this. Like, get Rohit Sharma, get him for no matter how much. Anyway, you guys waste your money on every auction. Just go and get Rohit Sharma. What will happen is you will get the fan following as well. I think Punjab is one
Yep.
of those teams which is not even known. I think GT has more followers than Punjab already on Instagram, and these things are important. Like, create your fan base, get a prominent known player. Who was the last known Indian great player? I think Shikhar Dhawan is considered to be one in the last 3 4 years.
KL
Okay,
Rahul was the last one.
yeah, KL Rahul was the last one. After KL, they failed to get a prominent. And when Rohit comes to your team, like you rightly said, Sam Curran is the most confused captain, right? From what I've seen, he'll promote himself to opening, he'll promote himself to bowling first, etc. I think he's a very good player, but he will play better under a good captain. And for youngsters like Ashutosh, I don't know how many of them they will retain, but like Ashutosh, etc., they should have a good leader in Rohit. So if Rohit is available, then why not?
So let's say if Rohit is not available, Mumbai
Yeah.
Indians somehow they retain Rohit. I mean, which is very unlikely at this point, and the past they have had in the last 2 seasons. Let's say he is not there. Then what? Liam Livingstone, he is still in the squad. Should he be retained
But
in that
he's too
request?
injury prone. Nothing against Livingstone, but then he's too injury prone to be the captain.
Okay, let's do
Same
this.
problem with
Let's
Johnny
do this.
Bairstow, right?
Let's do this. Tell us your four players who PBKS should definitely retain because they have a great squad. Again, like you guys just mentioned, they have a good squad. They can win, but I don't know what's lacking. So just say four players who you guys think they should retain before the IPL 2025 auction. Krish, you can
For me,
start.
it would be Arshdeep Singh for sure. Liam Livingstone, Johnny Bairstow. See, we don't know yet how if the England players will be available for the entire tournament. But let's assume that they are available. So you have Liam, you have Johnny, then return Ashutosh Sharma because he has shown immense potential. Or maybe someone like Jitesh. Either Jitesh or Ashutosh. Those are the guys you should retain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Madhav.
I wouldn't go with Jitesh for starters. He has been a poor performer in domestic as well as the IPL for some time now. Of course, he was on India radar, but now it's time for PBKS to move away from him. Someone like Ashutosh, yes, PBKS should retain. Then Shashank, who gave good performances for you throughout the year. And
The
Sam
right one
Curran
or
is
the wrong one?
sorry,
The
the
right
wrong
Shashank
one,
or the wrong
who
Shashank?
turned out to be the right one for them.
That's
Yeah,
that's what
and
PBK.
yeah,
Yeah.
last pick would be Arshdeep. So these are my four players. I think team should only go for Indian retentions, apart from
Yeah.
a few prominent players here and there.
I think they should retain Arshdeep. The first player they should retain Arshdeep, And then Shashank, 25 lakhs, very cheap bargain for them. He can hit. We all know he has like good 3 4 years under him. Then Ashutosh, Indian youngster, either Besto, because see, he's a good player, he's a big player, right? Either Besto or, yeah, I think Besto. So that will be my fourth player.
Tell me, tell me something. I mean, let's say Shikhar Dhawan is available. Should he be retained? Yes or no?
No,
No, I
no.
don't think so. Too big a risk. What if he gets injured in the first or the second match and then you're stuck for the entire season and you don't have his replacement? So where do you look up to? Like, what players do you have in your bag? Either you don't get Shikhar Dhawan at all or you get him for cheap. That's it.
And worst material for captaincy. Shikhar Dhawan should have never been. He's not a captain material. He doesn't take things seriously. He's not a serious player anymore. I don't think he even takes his cricket seriously that much. And we saw what he did with that big Punjab team. I'm actually very much disappointed about him because they were on a good streak in 2022, I guess. And then everything went down wire from there. His captaincy decisions were horrible. I remember him not bowling Arshdeep, not completing his 4 overs, etc. And so yeah, not Shikhar Dhawan for Punjab at least. A team which is very well balanced and they just want a opener, something like that. Shikhar can go to that team. Maybe RCB or something. I don't know.
Everyone can go to RCB. But here
No,
we are back with, and we are stuck with Punjab Kings for this episode at least. And so, Ricky Ponting, do you still see him making those changes? I mean, how much of a free hand do you think he will get? He is someone who definitely works well when he is in control, and he is the main person, right? Do you think that he will bring in that consistency that Punjab have been looking forever?
if
Look,
he
we are
has
talking
been
about
given the
Chelsea of IPL. So what do you expect?
Preeti Zinta should stop attending the auctions to start with. She shouldn't. So if Ricky Ponting is given the free hand that go and do whatever you want, like Gautam Gambhir was in KKR, go build your team, do whatever you want, get stuck for 25 crores, it's in your hand. Just go and do whatever you feel like, and then he delivered. And I for sure think that Ricky Ponting can deliver. Maybe they won't win it, but we'll see a much better organized team if the management, the owners are not involved in it. So this is how it happens, right? Like even in Mumbai, even if the Ambanis are the owners, but we see that it's a very the hierarchy system while deciding players and everything is not up to them. But in Punjab, I think it's very much different.
No, but I think
And
we
that
would
is
be
where,
seeing if something didn't go right for any other team. Say, for example, SRH played very badly last year, and we would be talking about their selections and their team management and the decisions the owners made. Remember, they let go David Warner a few seasons back, which is still questioned. They made the final last year, but they're still questioned. So I think it's not down to the owners as much. It's more about the combined team effort that they're making during the auction. So I don't think the owners not being there would make much of a difference. It boils down to the permutations and combinations and plus the money available.
To be honest, they replaced Warner with Abhishek Sharma, and we didn't see Warner perform after that in the last 2 3 season at least. Yeah, Krish, you were saying
but see,
something.
with Ponting coming in, you will definitely have some Australian influence within the team, right? You may see, let's say, if Warner is released from DC, which could happen. Some players like Warner definitely would come into Punjab Kings because Ponting would want his core of the team to be Australian, and that's how that winning mentality would come in. And it definitely did not work in the past. Punjab Kings did try with someone like Maxwell, but Maxwell's inconsistency was so bad that I mean, it was even higher than Sanju Samson. So did not work out in IPL with Punjab Kings. But you may see someone like Warner coming into the side, and because he would be free for international cricket anyway, and he would be available for the entire duration. And he is someone. He is a leader anyway. Do you think that could happen, and he could change the scenario within Punjab Kings?
I think he'd look to get Travis Head or someone like Stoinis into the team. because he knows these players in and out, and we should all be ready for some young blood, young Aussie blood into the team, because he knows those youngsters in and out, and he has worked with them in the past. Not in India, but of course in Australia. So you never know. We might see a lot of shift in that sense.
I think both Ed and Stoinis are not going to get released at least this season by their respective teams. But Maxwell will be free. Warner will be free, and he will definitely try to get Australia. But one Rohit Sharma will work, even though he doesn't perform. We all know that Rohit hasn't been performing, but he's a prominent name. He's a leader. He is not there to make reels. Warner became an unserious player as soon as he started entertaining the crowd of SRS, etc. The owners also saw that he's trying to get more of the followers than play the games, etc. But they also released Rashid Khan, so who knows what SRS thinks. But I don't think
So
they are going to get profited by getting a Warner at least. I don't know about Maxwell. Very uncertain player. He can do whatever he wants at his good time, but no, not by getting a Warner.
So before we go, one last point about Punjab Kings. Do you see them succeed in IPL 2012? At least reach the playoffs. They haven't reached since what 2014. Shetty first. Do you see that happening?
No, not at all. I don't see this happening until we see a change in the captaincy, a good captain coming. So we need to have this podcast against once the squad is done and everything. But from where I see it now, I don't even know that if they are confident about what they want, how many players. They are not even confident in their squad, which they made like 2 years back. So no, I don't see them succeed. And many good teams.
I think the only way for them to succeed is if they can manage to retain the core group, which is going to be very difficult. Which is your Shashank Singh, the Ashutosh Sharmas, Prabh Simran, and Arshdeep. If they can retain them, then probably it's an outside chance, but looks very bleak.
So in that point, let's just see what Shashank Singh said when I asked him, will he get retained by Punjab this season? Let's just see what he said.
That is something which will happen in October, November. It's
Yeah.
too long from now. I mean, there can be so many things happening in between that. But obviously, it will be good to play for the same franchisee. But if not, again, there are so many good franchisees as well, apart from Punjab as well, all the 9 franchisees. So obviously, what I told you in the starting of the interview, I'm just hopeful that I play next year's IPL because obviously, after last year, I've stopped expecting everything from anyone, from everyone. So obviously, I'm grateful to God that obviously this year I got an opportunity. I'm just expecting and hoping, just hoping, not expecting. I'm just hoping that next year also I get an opportunity in any of the teams in the first 11, and obviously I can prove myself.
The only way Punjab Kings can win an IPL trophy is when they have a change in ownership. That is my firm belief. If they have a change in ownership, things will be very different. Everything could fall in place. If that does not happen, until and unless owners back the coach, the players, and everyone, instead of asking questions again and again of the team management, nothing is going to change. Sanjay Bangal will still be there. Did not work out last time, and he is in a bigger role still. But Ponting, it won't work out for sure. Over to you, Shetty.
Yeah, we'll have to see if it works out or not. We all know that Punjab has never done good in the last 10 years at least. They have had some big names, but again, not a lucky team, I guess. Not good ownership. We all agree on that. I think Krish and I absolutely do that. The major problem is the ownership, like one team called Manchester United. So we'll have to see how many players will they retain if they retain, and what will be their future under the great Ricky Ponting. So please subscribe to our channel, like, comment, share, and wait for our next episode. Thank you, guys.